new 10th graders, welcome back. I'm excited for this new school year. As you know, we'll be focusing on nails. Lots of fun and exciting things that I will have for you, and I cannot wait to see you this coming week. So, before we get there, we need to prepare our kit. Here are some things that you're going to need. First, most all of you already have a black binder here in the classroom that you left from last year. That is going to continue to transition with you at each grade level. Okay, so that's already in the classroom. It already has your name on the spine. On the back, you should have a TDLR rule book. Remember, if you didn't get one, if you lost it, if you threw it away, or if it's the old one, you need to get a new one. Okay, I can help you with that. Just email me and I can send you the link on how to order it, but make sure it's the new edition. It's the green one, and it has the barbering and cosmetology on it. Okay, that must be in cosmetology. Second thing that you're going to need, of course, is your permit. That with a picture of it is on the front of the binder. Third thing is going to be this new thing. It is a pencil box from H&B. Okay, from H&B. Inside of it is going to have your rolled up smock. Okay, you do have the opportunity to get that embroidered this year if you did not do so last year. We're going to give you that information to be in the school, but please make sure to put your name on the sticker, and then we'll label it once school starts. Okay, so this is purchased about $4 at HEB, and it's specific dimensions which I have sent out to you. So this works perfectly in the new system that we have on how to neatly store our smocks. So make sure you check that out. Okay, and again, that is from HEB. Okay, the second thing that you're going to need for today, most importantly for your kit, are these items. We have the package. These are all of your tools, okay? There are no products in here. They're just tools. You're going to need these for the entire school year, and it comes with your bag. When you open this, be careful that you don't slice something open, or that when you use a blade, you don't cut the bag. There's a clear, transparent bag here, so if you slice it, you'll cut the bag, so be careful, okay? But carefully open this and take everything out. Then you're going to have, and just line it up, you're going to have these three items that are kind of on their own, just because they came a little separate. There are these. Okay, these are the actual nail, they're kind of like a fake finger, if you will. So it's a little frame, so you put the nail tip on here and you can do the nail art. It is a 3-piece manicure kit. It may be red, okay, or maybe blue, and then these are the needle art pens. I'm going to get the camera a little bit closer here in a minute, but just so you know, these three items came in separate. That's why they're not in the package. So you have a big package from Vermax, these three separate items, and then you either have a small bag or a big bag, because I ran out of bags, I had to get a new one, or a new order. You have this big bag, and it is the Hello, I am what you've been waiting for. So these are the things from Amazon, and a few added things. So you're going to need these. I need you to open them, whether you use scissors or blades, either one is fine. When you open the bag, please be careful that you don't just chop it, so you don't cut something inside, because there are long things in here, and then you don't slice anything. So I'm going to open this up. We're going to start with what's in the bag, and then we're going to go on with what's in the kit. Once we, in the package, once we have everything out, then I'm going to show you how to package everything so that it fits in your box. Please remember that you are able to wash your locker kit box. You can scrub it, soap and water, wipe it, however you choose. Just please make sure that the lock does not get wet. Whatever lock combination it currently has, use that combination. When we return to school, I will show you how to change the combination to the new locker combination that you chose when you came to pick up your kit. If you know how to do it, do it. If you are doubtful, don't even try, because then you'll lock the kit, and whatever number it's at, that's going to be the combination. And so if you change it up, then you'll have to replace the box. Okay, so let's open this up. Let's get started with the pink bag first. Okay, so let's get started. The angle of the camera is a little off. I apologize. I don't have it on a tripod, so I couldn't angle it. So just ignore. Okay, as you're doing this, hopefully, like last year, you remember that you have a clean area that you cleaned. You've washed your hands. Your 10th graders, I don't have to say this to you. You already know this. Make sure there's no dog hair or cat hair wherever you're laid out on the floor, on your bed, or wherever. because these are clean items, right? I wore gloves when I was doing this, so the items are clean, okay? The only thing that I would say may have something on it is the finger, the silicone finger, because it grabs anything because it's silicone. But other than that, everything's clean, okay? And the bag's clean, so I'm going to keep it that way. Okay, so everything's clean. You've taken the things out of this bag first, okay? When you are done, don't throw anything away till the end of the video. That you make sure that everything is there. After you know that everything is there, then throw everything away, but at the end, okay? So in this bag, look inside, put your hand in there, and make sure that the small plastic transparent things don't get stuck in there, because mine got stuck in there and it just does that. So don't throw anything away until you're done, okay? But after that, this is trash, okay? That one bag that was on its own, okay, is kind of part of this section here. It just came after the fact that I had already sealed the bag. So you actually have 2 manicure kits. It might be red, but you have 2. Okay, these are disposable manicure kit pieces, and it has a file, a pusher, and a buffer in that. Okay, in each bag. We're gonna continue with the disposables. So you have, let me see here, some orange wood sticks, some pushers of different sizes. These are disposable items, right? You know about disposable items. You're a 10th grader, and I don't need to harp on it, but you use them once and you throw them away, okay? So those you have. Other disposable items I went ahead and give you. Usually I don't hand these out till we need them, but I went ahead and gave you these. They're different shaped files, okay? 100, 180 grids, okay? So you have 4 of those. They are not etched, so don't use any of this stuff until we use it in class. Then you have another type of file. It's a zebra. It's an O file. It's a 180, and it's a removable sticky back. So you stick it on a metal file. Those are your files. You have a sponge. Okay, put it in water and it expands. You have 4 or 5 of these L-shaped. They're C and D. They're for removal. Okay, you soak them, you wrap them on the finger, and it helps remove products. So you have 4 or 5 of those. You also have the same thing, but in foil format. So they're little squares. You have 4, maybe 5 of them. Okay. Try to keep them as straight as possible. I know that's close to impossible. And then you have the little lint-free wipes. There's a little stack of them. Okay, so those are your disposable items. The other 2 disposable items is you have 2 toe separators for when we do pedicures. You have a strip of double-side stick. So not like sticky tack, which I'll give you that later, but it's something like that, okay? And you have the press-on nail glue pads. You have regular nail glue, 2 of them, and then you have these U-shaped bits. They're different colors, different designs, but this is for nail polishing, so they go around the fingernail. So those are your disposable items. Another item that is somewhat disposable, I guess you can say, are going to be, you have 3 of these nail tip or nail swatch tips here, 3 of these. You have 1 of the nail stick swatches. And then you have 2, and these are again transparent and kind of hard to get a grasp of, but you have 2 of these transparent rectangles. These are for your press-on displays. You have 2 of those. They scratch easy, so just FYI. Disposable, I guess you can say, sort of, yes, is going to be this crown palette display and the press-on. Now, the crown might be a different shade, or it may be white or clear, I think. I can remember the colors of all of them. And then this one is different colors, literally. You might get green, pink, or orange, black, yellow, blue, brown, I don't know. There is a set of 5 of you that did not get one of these. They are back ordered, they are being shipped. I will have them. If you didn't get one of these, let me know and I will get them to you when they arrive. Okay, so 5 of you don't have this. Everybody else has all the things. Okay, 5 of you don't have this one. So those are your disposables. Then you have, I guess the product are 2 tubs of Play-Doh, different colors. You have a permanent marker. This is not for you to keep. This permanent marker you are going to, for you to keep at home. This permanent marker is for you to keep in your locker. Use it, write your name on everything because everybody has the same thing. And then what you're going to do is bring it to school in your box. I'm going to give you a Velcro, 2 Velcro dots, and you're going to put a Velcro dot and you're going to stick it on the door of your kit. Okay? So throughout the year, you have a designated permanent marker that lives in your kit that you're going to use to label right because things wear off and things like that. Everyone has a permanent marker. It is not for it to stay home. It is not for you to keep in your backpack. It is not for you to go graffiti everything. It is for you to responsibly have in your kit at all times so that you can label your things. Okay? And so because you have a marker now, there's no excuse if your stuff's not labeled. Okay? So specifically for that. You have a name badge holder. Okay? You have an appointment, little couple or 2 or 3 of these little appointment cards. You have a message pad. Okay? You have 3 of these bags. They're neon pink. They are for our squeezy bottles. And then, as far as disposable items, that's all that we have disposable. You have in this package, and you can take it out of its packaging, you have this box, and this is the compartment box. So this little box, remember, label everything. You can throw these away. You don't need this. In here, you can take these out, open it, and this is where when I give you gems, rhinestones, stickers, foil, beads, things of the sort, you put them in here. And so that's what this is for, okay? So, this is your little gem box, okay? Again, you can throw this away. You don't need it. The other thing that you have is this particular box, and this is your nail art brush set. Now, I was unable to get the same brush from last year. Last year was a brush that had removable heads, and it was a diamond, and it was awesome. But unfortunately, they didn't have that brush in stock for the price that I got it last year, and we couldn't afford it with the cost that we had of the kit. So I had to look for something else. These are the same brush heads, but they're a separate brush. So these are only for gel. When we work with gel, these are going to be for your gel product. Not for acrylic, not for nail polish, not for nothing. Only gel. Okay? So these are your gel. So before, instead of having just one brush with multiple heads, now you just have multiple brushes. And the cool thing about this is that 3 of these on the bottom have 3 different size daughters. And they're pretty. It's a pretty cool set. So, yes, write your name on every single one. Okay? They come with these little straws. These are really annoying. I like to take them off. You can keep them on if you choose. It's up to you. Whichever you choose to do is okay. Okay? Put those in for right now. Those are trash. The next thing that we have is going to be your lights. Now, your handheld light, this I wouldn't use on clients. This is just for practice, and it's a very low quality. It does need a battery. So, find yourself the batteries, twist it in the back to open it. Okay, you can see in here that what kind of batteries and how many you need. Okay, make sure you put batteries in it. You might have a blue, a green, or a pink one. Okay, it clicks on and it clicks off. You must have battery. What I will say about this one is that throughout the semester, maybe by December, you might want to get you a new pair of batteries. And then definitely like middle of next semester, for sure, like at end of March, okay? Because it runs the battery down. But you should have a lamp. Now this is good for like working at school, you know, at your table for like, you know, when you're working on this kind of thing. But on a client, I don't know about quality wise on using this, but make sure you have that. Okay, you can take this string off if you choose. You don't have to keep the string on there if you don't want it. Now, talking about tools, you have the next thing. You can take this out, it's fine. Just be careful you don't lose your pieces, okay? This is our sponge. This is for the ombre. They have different tips. One is pointed, one is rounded, and then they have tip replacements, okay? So please make sure that you keep those together, okay? This, you either have a big cylinder or you have a really teeny tiny one. This is for acrylics and it is a C-shaped curved tool. It helps to, you stick it when you do a foil, you put it like this on the finger and it helps you have a perfect rounded C shape. Like if you're looking at the nails with like they're poking your eyeballs, it's a perfect C shape that it creates. So that's what this is for. We don't use this until the end of the school year when we do acrylics, but hold on to it. And again, it's different colors and different sizes. I bought a set, and the set was like from small to large, from pinky to thumb. But to make it cheaper for everybody, again, like I said, I purchased in bulk to make it cheaper. I don't know which size you got, but you have one metal cylinder straw looking thing, okay? So hold on to that. That's a tool. Another tool that you have, and I kind of went up on price on this one a little bit, and that's okay, I budgeted for it, but it's definitely necessary, is the cat eye magnet. It's rectangular and round on one end and on the other. Okay, so you have your magnet. It does stick to anything magnetic, so just FYI, it gets a little annoying sometimes. And the next thing that we have is going to be these are our blow pliers. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I don't do tools, but they are to pinch your brushes. So you're going to learn how to prepare your tools, and this is the tool that you're going to be using for it. So you have that. See, it sticks to everything. The other tool that you have is a little triangular tray for when we work with beads, gems, marbles, things of the sort. It's plastic. Okay. You also have and it could be a different color, pink, purple, white, I think there's blue, okay. It is just a palette, okay. Have a palette. Again, if you like pink and your best friend has blue and you want to switch, you know, that's fine too. You have this little clip. This is going to be for when we do poly gel. You only have one. And then this one, it's two little pieces. You don't have to keep the instructions. You can if you want, but you don't have to. It's two pieces, and it's they're different shapes that came in the package. You get one. And it's a star, a heart, a square, a triangle, rectangle, something like that, or an oval. And then you have a little stem that goes to it. This particular thing, it's a little pressing tool. So if you have like a circle, a flat circle that's like a metal nail art, you put it on here, you press it, it bends it, and that way, because your nail is bent side to side or front to back, it allows it to sit better on the nail instead of it being flat. Okay. So just, it's small pieces, so make sure not to lose that. And then the last two things that came in that particular package is going to be your silicone finger. This particular finger, and I'll show you with this tool here, this one, you are able to stick let me push it in, you are able to stick, see if it'll focus, you're able to stick the nail into the cuticle area. So this is more for a project type of a display. So we use these at the end. Please take good care of that and don't be silly with the fingers, okay? And don't be taking pictures on social media with fingers. Be professional, okay? You're in 10th grade, not 9th grade or 8th grade, okay? And then you have this last finger. I call these the shrimp fingers because they remind me of shrimp, but this is a finger display. It does not have a insert like the silicone finger. This particular one is the one that you need and you start practicing with for state board when you get your senior year and take your test. It does not have an insert. It's just the actual nail surface. And so it's for a size number 6 tip. So keep that number in mind because you're going to need that for senior year when you take your test. So that is it. Okay. When you write your name on things, make sure you write your name on things clearly or your initials to indicate that those items are yours. Okay. So these are the items that come in the bag. So now let's go ahead and package the things that come in the actual package from Burmax. And at the end, then we'll package everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our package. Now, this package in particular is from Burmax, and like I said, it's your tools, okay? The two items that were on back order are the Needle Art pens. So all the things, I'm going to open them with you so that you kind of go with it with me. Now, be careful when you open these. I'm going to tell you why. These are needle pens, okay? So I will just pen end it down and hold it like this. Beautiful color this year. I love the color of these pens. If you take a look, it has the needle sticking out. Do not poke yourself. It is literally a needle, okay? So what I like to do is, just like a mechanical pencil, I will push the back down, push it against something hard gently, and push in the actual needle. Okay, these are for art. Don't push too hard so that you don't break the needle, okay? And then don't hurt yourself, okay? So you're just pushing in that tip. So now it should look like a pen with nothing, and you can't hurt yourself. So you have 3 of these, okay? And the other thing that you had were your training frame. I call it a stand, and you have 10, okay? Put your name on each one of these. Let me see if I'm going to be able to do it. They're brand new, so you got to kind of give it a second. Be gentle with it, but they slide in and out. And a lot of the times when they're brand new, it's hard to slide them in and out. So you take these and you pull down or you pull up and they come out, and you can also connect them. So let me connect this one like that, right? And it becomes one strip. So just FYI. And then your nails, you guys have seen them in the display. This is where you put your nail display, your nails, like that, okay? You can't get hurt with it because it's kind of a tight fit, so just FYI, okay? All right, when I open my bag or my package, I like to stick my scissor in there and just kind of open a flap like this, just to, you know, be sure I don't cut anything. But I'm going to start from the top, work my way down to the top that has the roll of stickers at the top, okay? You could do yours as you choose. So this particular roll, this is our nail, these are our nail forms. This particular one stays at home. I'll tell you at the end exactly what stays at home, but this stays at home for you to be practicing with. I'll teach you how to use the form sometime early in the school year, and then you have time to practice because you have a timed test at the end of the school year. You have to put 10 of these on your own 10 fingers, and you have to put them on correctly yourself. Okay, so that is what that roll is. You do have some bins. You guys remember these from this last school year. Okay, you have the bins. Now you can take the bins from the aesthetics kit and bring them over to your nail kit, okay? Some things that for sure you're going to need to bring over are going to be your tweezers. And then there's a palette that you're able to bring over with the spatula, but for sure the tweezers. This sticker here, if you just peel it off, it's gonna peel off ugly. You take your blow dryer on high heat, blow onto the sticker to melt the sticky of the sticker, and then it easily peels off. Use a little bit of alcohol to get rid of any residue. Do not use acetone or polish remover because it will melt the plastic, okay? All right, the next thing that we have here are going to be is this little bag, and there are some things that are bags in the kit, so just FYI, things are kind of grouped. When you open the bag that has the shrimp fingers, be careful because these, they're actually not packaged the way they usually are with bubble wrap. If these are broken, let me know, but be careful if there's glass running around somewhere or falling around somewhere. But these are damping dishes. You're going to need 4, okay? Please make sure that they stay in a spot where they're safe and they're not going to break on you. You're going to have 4, you should have 5 actually, of these shrimp fingers. Now these shrimp fingers do have the insert, so you're able to put a sticky tag and a nail in them, okay? Maybe writing your name on the actual finger instead of on this little double-sided stick paper that can peel off easily, okay? Each one of these does come with a little package of nails. You can throw them away. You don't need them. If you want them, you can keep them, but you don't need them, okay? So we're going to go ahead and open all of these. And, oh my goodness, I need to hurry. This is going to make the video really long. Okay, so let's open this up. And these are your fingers. Most everything you're going to be packaging and bringing to school in your box. Some of these things are going to be staying home, just like last year, and I will tell you when to bring them to school. Okay? Don't throw anything away until I'm just tossing it here in case I'm missing something. I can go look back at my trash and look through anything to see if anything got stuck in my trash. Okay. The next thing that we have is a French Deep Sea Smile Line tool. Okay. So this comes in a little box. Take it out of the box. Take it out of the box. This is a little tool that we use to make a French tip design when we are doing acrylics. We have this tool here, or this palette set, and it swatches, okay? It's a screw, okay, and it's got the swatches on there. We use that a lot. You have a little container, it's wrapped around with plastic, it's heat sealed. I wouldn't take the plastic off yet, just leave it on there for now, because if it pops open, diamonds everywhere. This is like the cheapest of the cheapest of the cheapest diamonds you can get. They're really, and I'll explain about diamonds and why they don't shine, but they're really cheap. The other palette that you have is going to be your round palette. This is for your color wheel. I would, if you're going to take it out, put it in a zip bag. But you can take it out, put your name on it if you want, or don't. You can leave it in the bag, but I would leave this in the bag or put it in a zip bag, because these little individual nail tips are very flimsy, and if you bump it or pull it, it easily breaks off. If that happens, get nail glue, glue it together, you'll be fine, not a problem. But I like to keep this particular one in the bag. I don't keep much in the bag, but I keep that one in the bag. The other things that we have here are going to be our bottles. This is what takes up a huge chunk of our space in our kit. Okay, so they're pump bottles. I will explain in class just exactly how they work. It's a little two-pot system, but you have 3 of them. One for acetone, one for alcohol, and I forgot what the other one is for. Think Posh Mover. In this bubble wrap, it is wrapped fairly well. This is your monomer container. This is going to stay home until April and May, when I tell you to bring it with you. Okay, so far these are the 2 things, your roll and then your monomer bottle. These are the 2 things that stay home and don't get packaged in your kit. Alright, we have 2 small containers. Now you have the 2 large ones, but you do now have the 2 small ones as well for you to package your items. If you don't like the small ones and you want to use the big ones from Aesthetics Kit from last year, that's okay. You have a pump spray bottle. You do have to turn this little bit for it to work. You have to lock it and unlock it in and out of place, but this is for your disinfectant spray. And you also have a squeezy bottle, okay? So we're going to be using the squeezy bottle. This stays at home until I ask you to bring it, because it's too big and doesn't fit in your box. In here you have these soak off clips, okay? Don't keep it in the box. Takes too much space. Don't keep it in the box. Throw it. You have 10 clips. Label each clip, okay? Label each clip, and then we're going to go ahead and put that in your box. The other thing that you have is going to be this travel set. What I would do is I'd open it. I would take the paper out and I would leave it in here. So that way if something spills, you can cut this part off, the little tag. But if something spills, it spills in your bag, right? And then spill all over your kit. So I definitely would leave that in that bag. Label each of the containers. You have your acrylic art paint. This is not acrylic for like acrylic nails. This is the paint, okay? Not to be confused. Many people confuse that. This is paint. Same paint that you can get at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, any art supply store. It's like the cheapest of the cheap. But you have all the primary colors, and throw this away. Don't keep it in the box, okay? The next thing that you have is going to be the stiletto nail. This is like a huge package, and it has the ring. You're going to pack some and bring it to put in your kit, and then you're going to leave some at home because it's too much. We probably won't even use this many in the entire school year. It has the ring that you can put together, but again, some stays home and some comes with you in the kit, so just FYI. You're going to have this black pad. This is a nail art drawing board. So we actually put polish and designs on here, and it's black, so it's got a great visual aspect, and it works fairly well. As far as maps, you also are going to have, where's the bag? Oh, the opening for this is sideways. Your mat. This is a silicone mat. We literally just about use it every day. Okay, when we work on our anything nails. So make sure your name is on this. It's great. I love it. If it gets dirty, it's silicone, so it picks up a lot of fuzzies. But if it gets dirty, all you have to do is run it through water. It does just great. Acetone doesn't ruin it. Alcohol, it works really good. We use it a lot. This is a nail slicer. Okay, so we're getting into some of the tools here. Just have a clip there. This has a catcher. There's a blade on here, so be careful and don't cut yourself. But this does have a blade. This is to slice, not natural nail, but this is to slice artificial nails. Then you have this rhinestone picker. Don't leave it in the box. I know it's very tempting. So very carefully, you're going to take your blade or your scissor and you're going to slice one end so you can open it. It's fairly tightly secured. I don't know why it's so packaged so intensely, but slice the sticker and then you're going to pop it open, okay? It does have a little sponge on the wax tip. The wax tip is very delicate, so be careful that it's not, you don't bend it, break it, smush it. It's wax, okay, like a candle. And then you have the metal tip. This is for picking up gems and things. I don't keep it in the box. It's a waste of space, but this is trash. This is just so it stays in the box, in the middle of the box. I like to keep it because I don't like my wax to pick up things off of the table. I like to keep it on there so when I place it on my table, it's kind of at an angle and my wax tip is not touching the table or the napkin. So I know this is a piece of trash right here, like this is, you discard this, but I like to keep it on there for that purpose. You do what you choose. I'm just a teacher, what do I know? Okay? Before we get into the package with our tools, that's it for the bag. Before we get to the actual tool package, because it's a lot of little things, we have our bag. So let's go ahead and open that. Now remember, be careful not to slice the bag open. Okay, this is your little tote bag that you're able to bring back and forth with things. Like if I tell you you need to bring something, or if you need to go home and practice with something, you don't have to take the whole box, although you can. You can just take it in this little zip baggie. And it's clear, it just has the little paper in it, but it's transparent. Okay, so that's that. This can stay home, okay? And let's go ahead and open up, I'm gonna put this here, put my tools. I'm gonna open up this package. This is pre-packed, so that way you have all of your tools in one spot. So there's a lot in here, so let's get started. First thing that I'm going to pull out is going to be the fiberglass strip. So you're going to learn how to do fiberglass nails. Okay, those are disposable. You are going to have a metal pusher. This is the 5.5-inch cuticle pusher. It is, don't save this, throw it away. It has a flat rectangle and then it has, sorry, I need a manicure, I know, sorry. And then it has the spear blade on the other side. Okay, it's gonna roll off, no, okay. We have the stork scissor. Okay, this is stainless steel. It is a stork shape. I mean, it has a bird on it. That's why they call it a stork. It is a straight blade. Okay, straight blade scissor. The next thing that we have, I'm pushing the brushes at the end, okay? So we can do the tools first and the brushes at the end. We have a nail clipper. So let's go ahead and pump out our nail clipper, if I can open it. This is a small nail clipper meant for either small toes or toenails or fingernails. So just FYI. We have a C-curve nail pinching tool. It is stainless steel as well, so you're able to have a good quality, but it is used to pinch. When we put a nail, we pinch the nail like this so that it has a really nice sleek shape and it's not crooked, so that's a pincher. Then you're going to have, again, stainless steel. This is a gel removal tool and a cleaner tool. So it has two gummies. I'll take the gummies off, it's fine, just toss them. It has a rectangular shape on one end, and then it's gonna have like a little scoop on the opposite end. So that's a cleaner tool. It's used to remove like your gels and acrylics and things like that. Another tool that we have is a cuticle pusher and a spoon nail cleaner. Again, it has the gummies at the end. Just throw them away. It's not even worth it. So it's got a little, on one end, it's like a little spoon scoop, super tiny, and then it's got a curved pusher for the cuticles, metal. You have these little nail art spoons. They are just perfect when we do dusting glitters, things of the sort, mixing powders. You've got several, okay? And you kind of do go through them because they get lost easily, so just FYI. Then you're going to have your cuticle nipper. Okay, so these are your nippers. There's this middle, I'll show you how to use it, but anyway, they're good kind, good quality, good starter quality. Oh, you know what I don't see on here is the toenail slicer. Oh yeah, here it is. At the very bottom. I thought it was an actual package. You have this big, huge toenail slicer. It's big for toenails, but we use it for nail tips. So you do have this slicer here. And tool-wise, what else do we have? We have this brush. This is a nail brush that we use to dust things off. Great to be able to sanitize it. You have pipettes. So you have a pack of pipettes. You should recognize these from science. We use that a lot. In here you have a little bottle. Don't take it out of the bag. It's too much. Take it out of the bag whenever we put the cuticle oil in there, okay? So it's a cuticle oil bottle. It has three pieces. It has the bottle, it has the little nozzle to it, and then the cap with the ring neck attached to it. Don't take it out of the bag. Leave it in the bag. Leave it in the bag. Okay, we'll take care of it later. And then the last tool that you have in here before we get to our brushes is going to be our dotting tool set. So you have 3 dotters in those other brushes, and then you have 6 different size dotters here. Okay, so these are dotting tools. Okay. All right, so those are your tools. The last thing that we have are our brushes. So let's go through the brushes. The first brush set that you're going to have is going to be a silicone. It's multi-purpose, but we're going to use it whenever we don't save the package. Okay, just toss the package. Whenever we are working with 3D, 4D gel type things or even acrylics, but there are these, they have the silicone tip and it's different types of shapes. And then here we have our dotters. Again, different size tip dotters. So we have dotters here. Let's put the brushes here. It's a lot, I know, but hey, that's why you paid what you paid, right? You get all these cool things. And in here you have everything you need to create any nail design that is known to man, okay? You got it all. You have these very small, they're the floral with the yellow tip on the back end. And again, you can throw these straws away because that's all it is a straw. Very fine tip. They're all different sizes, by the way. The next thing that you're going to have is an art set. So this particular one is the 6-piece nail art brush set. Any of the straws, you can take the straws out, and they're just different types of heads of the brushes. Okay, so these are for art. The next brush that we have is going to be our Ombre Dip Powder Brush. Okay, it looks like a blush brush. Do not use it for makeup, okay? It's like a little brush. And this particular one is for when we do dip powder. Okay, so that's what this is for. Not for makeup. Do not be using that on your face. The next brush that we have is going to be our French Manicure Cleanup Brush. Okay, it's this brush here. It looks great, like, oh, I'm going to do my concealer. No. Oh, it's a different style this time. It's a different bristle, but it's a C shape. That's what we need to create a French tip design. Then we have this black brush, and this particular one is for our poly gel. So it's a black straw, okay, and again, you can throw the straw away. It's like a straw type cylinder. It's got the poly gel brush on one end, and it's got a spatula on the other. So now that I'm coming to the end of the video, I realize I should have zoomed in more. I'm sorry. And I keep looking over here instead of here. Okay, so the next three brushes and last three things that we have are three different brushes. You have a number 2 gel grip oval and a round Kolinsky nail brush and an ultra Kolinsky nail brush. So I think this was a size 2, 8, 10, something of the sort. I can't remember exactly. But you do have that brush there. You have, and these are, and again, if they have the straw, you can throw the straw out. You won't be needed. Okay, and I think this is a 10. Okay. One is clear and the other two are wooden. The wooden one is small, one is big, and then the other one is clear. Okay, so these are the brushes. Now, when you get your Hey Beautiful product kit, it's going to have the black, white, red, yellow, blue gel. It's going to have the lamp. It's going to have the drill. It's going to have a base coat, a top coat. I can't remember everything else, but that's what comes in there. And it's professional product. That's why it was the price it was. And so, but we're going to go to the store to get it. Pick it up. There's this whole event. You have a class, all the things. And so that's missing in this kit. Needless to say, we're going to need a bigger box, a bigger locker box, okay? But super excited about that. I think Amazon, there are two things that are missing. There's a brush. There's a little fluffy brush for when we do actual ombre, like powder press-ons. That is missing. I have half of them and the other half is back ordered. Or there's three things that's missing. Your stamper for nail art stamps, that's missing. I only got half of the shipment. The other half of the shipment is still on back order. And then the last thing is your finger. So it's the click finger with the stand and the nail tips. I got half of the shipment, I've got a quarter of the shipment, and the rest of the shipment has not come in. So those are three things that are missing from your kit. Other than that, that is all that is in your kit. Okay? So again, the things that are going to be staying home, I'm going to let you know, and then we're also going to package the kit. So I'm going to come off camera. I'm going to put this all together in the box. I'm going to show you how I packaged it so you can do so as well. So you're ready to go whenever we start class. So let's check it out. Okay, students, so let's go ahead and see how this all fits. Miss, it doesn't fit. Yes, it does. You just have to stay organized, and that's the thing. When you go to work in a salon or anywhere for that matter, you have to be organized. You have to be clean, neat, organized, put together. You have to be a little bit above everybody else, okay? That way you stand out. That way you're a good employee. That way you have good retention with your clients. That way it makes you different from everybody else. If you just have a locker and you shove your things in there and you're messy and you're unsanitary and it's dirty, and you're not going to last very, you're not going to be successful, okay? For a long run anyway. Okay, so it fits. Okay, you have to stay organized. You guys remember how stressful it was last year? If you thought last year was bad, just wait till this year, okay? Because there's a lot of little things. If you thought we didn't have time last year, man, this year is going to be insane. You're going to love it and hate it all at the same time. Just fair warning, okay? So, speaking of last year, let's go ahead and talk about what you need to bring over from last year's kit, okay? You need to bring over minimum these tweezers, your flat slanted tweezers, okay? You need to bring your flat blade scissor, okay? Actually, I just thought about it. It's your curved blade. I'm sorry. Not the flat blade, the curved blade, because the stork scissor is flat. You need the curved one. I grabbed the wrong one, I apologize. You need the curved scissor, the one that's curved, okay, the one that we use for the lashes. Bring that one. And then the other thing that you need to bring over from that kit is going to be the palette and spatula, okay? So these are the things to bring over from last year's kit. You can bring anything else over, okay, but these for sure. The curved scissor. Then the boxes, okay? Empty the boxes out and then bring the boxes over to this kit, okay? You've already paid for them. They're already there. Bring them over. What I will say is there are some things that are not going to fit. So let's start with these items. These in your bag, keep it at home in a safe spot, okay? These are too big or too much in quantity and they don't fit in the box. Literally do not fit in the box. So the bag itself, okay, this, you can put your stuff in here, put it away under the bed, in the closet somewhere, it's sanitary, but just put it away somewhere. If you want to be using the bag, put the stuff in a zip bag away somewhere, okay? These things, I'm going to tell you, hey, you need to bring XYZ, you need to bring it. So the first thing is going to be the roll. So go ahead and tear off the first bit, the first sticker. I always kind of ruin the first sticker. It's trash. Big deal. Not a problem. And then tear out 5 forms. Okay? Then the rest of it stays home because you need to be practicing with this. By the end of the school year, this should be gone. Okay? While you're sitting there watching TV, I'm going to teach you how to do this in class, but that's what you need these 5 for. But while you're sitting there watching TV, have your roll out and be practicing. Okay? Practice makes perfect. Well, not practice makes better. Okay? The next thing that you need to put or keep home is a squeezy bottle. I will tell you when we need it. We use this when we do manicures and pedicures, hand and foot treatments. So it doesn't fit. Okay, so and when you do clients, you'll need to bring your own. The other thing, like I mentioned, is the forked stamping dish. This, we don't use this until April and May, or when we do acrylics. Okay, there's some things changing this year, so acrylics. In a zip bag, and I know somebody asked me, do we need zip bags when y'all came to pick up your stuff? And I said no, if I drop one. But you do, you need to. But you can put these in a zip bag, okay? Those stay at home. I'll tell you when we need them. And then this, it's 200 sticks. It's 200 stiletto swatches, okay? We don't need this many all at once. Take a few, put it in the box, and then replenish as you need, okay? So these items stay at home, okay? So that can stay at home. I'll pick the other one up later. This, roll it up or fold it. It's up to you if you want to fold it. That's fine. That's not a problem. You're going to throw this in the kit because you're going to need this at some point. Sorry, I keep looking over here. I need to look over here. Okay. You're going to need this. So make sure you have it. This, you're going to need, but it doesn't fit in the kit, the box. So this is going to go in your binder, the back of your binder, okay? So label it, put your name on it. You can use a different permanent marker if you have one. Black, you can see it with the light, but label it, bring it, okay? This is your box. It fits. Look, it's all in here. It just has to be organized. If it is not organized, you know it's not going to work out and you'll be very stressed out, okay? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we have the box. It's empty. At the bottom of the box, these 3 bags, okay, go at the bottom. This is for your squeezy bottle to keep the bottle clean, okay? So those go at the bottom, okay? Then you're going to have your message board, your appointment sheet, and your name tag. That is going to go next, okay? You have this, and again, very delicate. 5 of you don't have this, okay, but I'm going to get extra soon. You have this, very delicate. The little ones, I would put it towards the back, okay? Lay it flat, okay? Just leave it. Okay. You're going to have to bring over the 2 big boxes from your aesthetics kit. I'm going to show you what's in all of the boxes. In this box, and you have to organize it, you know how it is. In this box, I have a few of the stiletto tips, my light, my silicone finger, my C&D L-shape removal wraps, my lint-free wipes, my foil remover squares, my toe separators, my sponge, my square double-side sticks. This is my press-on stickies, my U-shaped cuticle protector, my 2 glues, my crown palette, my triangle, my single stick and 3 palette swatches, and my 2 press-on swatch boards. Okay, so this is what I have in here. Now remember, when you have this in here, when you're putting this in here, you have to organize it. It's gotta fit just right. If it doesn't fit just right, it's not gonna work. Y'all know this, okay? So you've got to stay organized. You've got to keep all of your things well laid out so that it works for you, okay? It's also a lot easier whenever we're in class and I say, okay, take this out of the box. You can kind of help each other. Oh, hey, it's supposed to be in this box or that box. Y'all guys remember from last year, okay? It's great to put a rubber band around this to keep it closed in case like mine came broken. Nothing I can do about that because it's past the 30-day thing because we ordered these in June. But it's good to put a rubber band around it because it will help hold all of your bins closed, okay? In here, I'm not going to take it all out. It's all of my nail files, my manicure packs, and my pushers. This is like my disposable bag, right? These are my disposable items. Those 2 boxes were from my aesthetics kit. This video is going to be incredibly long, just FYI. The next thing that I have, and I don't want to take everything out because it took me forever to put it in here because I couldn't get the thing to close, but everything in here is going to be my metal tools. Anything that is metal, my pusher, my magnet, my slicer, my tweezers, scissors, nail clipper, nail nipper, the French cut, smile cut line, the cuticle nippers, the straw, everything goes in here. And then my 3 added tools from last year's kit, they also go in here, okay? You've got to close the, I messed up already. You have to close the nail tip slicer and the pliers. You have to squeeze them shut to put them in here first, and then put everything else on top, and it will work. If you put the pliers and the slicers last, it's not going to work. Just FYI. Okay. And then in here we have, I put in each of the little damping dishes, I put the little sponges. So all 4 of the damping dishes are in here. My sponge tool, my pipettes, my pink gem press tool, my fiberglass, my nail brush, my clip, and the spoons. Okay, so all of that goes in there, and again, strategically placed is best, so that way it fits just right. The first time that you do this is a little bit hard because you're new to the things, you don't know what's what and kind of what fits. Kind of like Tetris, you gotta make it fit. Sorry, I dropped something. But once you find the groove, it's on there, okay? All right, so those are my 4 big boxes stacked up. The next thing that I have, I brought over my 2 small boxes. You literally have to squeeze it in there, but these are my 6 shrimp fingers, okay? I'm gonna put that right next to it. In my other, I put a rubber band because it didn't close all the way, and then I broke my box. But I have the 2 white nail stands, and then on the side I put the stiletto nail swatches. So I just had a little extra groove, And so I put these swatches in there, okay? Now, you don't have to put these white stands in this box, but it's just so much more organized, so trust, okay? Just put it in there. Even if it doesn't close, put it in there. It's totally worth it. And just put the box on top because it's not flat. In this next box, let's do this one, are all of my, I'm not going to take them out, it's all of the brushes. The ombre brush, the gel brushes, the arch brushes, the acrylic brushes, the French tip, all of the brushes, anything that's a brush that has bristles is in here. It fits. Okay, you just have to put them in right. The next thing are going to be my tools. So, I've got my gel, I'm not going to take them all out. I've got the gel brush, I've got the poly gel brush, I've got my needle pens, my gem picker, and my dotting tools. It's all in here. Again, strategically place it and it will fit. It will work, okay? And again, this one's at the end because it didn't close all the way. So then I've got my 3. So I've got the 2 stacks of the containers. Trust me, it's so organized that way. I've got my 3 containers that are for my dispensing my liquids. Then here I have my disinfectant spray bottle. It's not going to stay perfect because it's not heavy right now, but it will with time. Then I have a little groove in between my bottles and my containers. So I'm going to put my gem. I'm going to stand up, I'm going to shove it in there. And then I have my little cuticle oil bottle. I'm also going to slide that in there. On top of, and then I'm going to take my stickers and I'm going to slide them in there as well. On top of this, what I want to do is I want to take my paints. And I know somebody asked me this when you did zip bags, and I said, no, I lied to you, I'm sorry. If you don't have any at home, just wait until you just stack it in here and I'll give you a bag at school. But you need a sandwich size zip bag and all your paints will fit, and that is going to go on the top. And you push them in all the way to the back and it'll give you a flat surface. They need to stay upright. Your paints cannot tilt. So this is the bottle. It needs to be that way. It can't be this way. The paint's going to seep out. I promise. That's why we put it in a bag. In case it does, it doesn't spill out all over your stuff. On top of the last bottle, we're going to put the big Play-Doh container on top and then the small Play-Doh container on top of the box. You're going to take your metal palette and your acrylic palette, and that goes on top of, oh, my box opened. That goes on top of your paints, somewhere up there. And again, you got to finagle with some of these things at times. You don't have a smooth base on some of this, and that's okay. You do have your palette. I would put a rubber band around it because it kind of is a little bit easier for it to stay together. If the rubber band is not there, it kind of falls apart. And I would put it in with the tips in first and this on the end. So that way it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for you to, it's a lot easier for you to push it in and push it out. And my box is crooked. My box is crooked and not closing. Okay, it's okay. I'm not going to mess with it because it's going to make the video extra long. But this will go on top, like so, okay? At the very end, again, be very gentle and fragile with that. If it doesn't fit on my box isn't fitting now. It was a second ago. But if this doesn't fit on the top, don't force it. Don't bend it. Just let it lay, okay? Parents, if you're watching this, this is how much students struggle every day when they're putting their things away. What I'll do is I'm going to put this first, and then I'll put my palette and then my gem box, so it's kind of keeping everything together. I'm going to put my pen there off to the side. We'll stick it later, and then this on the top so nothing will fall forward, and then I'm going to close it, okay? That is my box, nice, neat, and organized. Everything has its place. At some point, we will stop working with the acrylic paint. That goes home, and you have a little bit more space, okay? The Play-Doh typically will stay here, but at times, just depends on what part of the year we're at, I'll say just take it home, and then you have a little bit more space with that. But this is your box. Now, as far as products goes, that's another situation. We'll talk about that later. That one's something that you're going to be hauling back and forth, which is, and it's more expensive product, and that's for home projects as well, so I don't want it to get lost. So you'll be hauling it back and forth. It'll just take some time to actually have that, to get accustomed to it because there's just no space in here. You do have a clear, a black, and a white nail polish. Most students usually keep that in their purses, but you can put it in here. I know there's not space, I understand that, but you can put them in here. Once the paints go away, you'll have a little bit more space. Okay, so there's your box of things that you need, what they are, how to kind of what they're used for, how to organize it, what to bring, and then what to leave at home. So that is a lot of things, and again, you're still missing a few, but hopefully it satisfies your need for everything that there is to learn for nails. This is all the things that you need that I've researched. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it was definitely worth the money that you spent, which wasn't very much compared to some of the costs of other kits that are available and out there. So if you have any questions or need any help or anything, don't forget to email me or message me on Remind, and I can help you out. Other than that, we'll see you when school starts. This kit don't bring it the first day of school, but it will need to be here by the first Friday of school. So you can bring it Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday at the first week of school. Drop it off in the morning. All right, take care.